said that. And we have a start.
They're both in the middle of the desert. That's an interesting start location for both of these players. So very close to start. That's not a bad place to start, in my opinion. We see that Dragondarch found a potion shop, nothing doing. And he, by the way, it looks like, is he playing as the merchant sprite, or is that no, that's a customized sprite.
That's a custom sprite. Said something about a lollipop sword on his menu.
Yep. So even the enemy's sprites have been changed on his end. So you're going to have to really pay close attention to determine what's what.
So far, we haven't seen any indicators one way or the other of how this...
And look at this. Dragondarch has found the wooden sword cave, and we have extra candles in play.
All right. I feel like I'm a little bit behind you, but it was at the normal start spot, correct?
Yes, it was in the normal start location. You got it. Ooh, boomstick is in play.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get used to these sprites on Dragondarch's side.
Yeah, I'm way behind you. Oh, and I just crashed. I'm gonna have to reboot.
All right. In the meantime, we are working on getting the sync up and running. Thanks to JamEvil behind the scenes, giving me the countdowns. We got Dragondarch going into the Armos cave and finding nothing of use.
I'm like 2 seconds behind Jam. We do apologize. I'm getting everything in sync. All right, perfect.
I think we're both at that 2 seconds behind thing, Jam or Laws, so we'll be good. We'll be good to go there. Oh, and the coast item we see on ZebGedney's side, the magical bloomerang.
Yep, unless somebody's going to do the around the world screen wrap, I don't think we're going to see either of these players picking up that item.
It would take a 0 HP seed, most likely. And a candle found in one of those extra candle shops from the Take Any.
Yep.
For Dragondarch.
Good pickup in my opinion, because you never know what the price of the blue candle is, and I don't know if we've discovered a blue candle shop yet, but yeah, if you don't have a blue candle and you find a bonus cave, you're taking that blue candle. That's a good purchase. Allows you to excavate high roll that much deeper.
Yeah, it was and he finds a dungeon with it. It was 60 rupees in the shop, but even so, that's 60 rupees he did not have to spend.
All right, a level has been discovered. Maybe this is level 8, and maybe this is shapes.
Yeah.
Because we saw 4 rooms. We are guaranteed there's 4 rooms on the bottom row. So we're looking at one of 2 situations. This is either level 8 or this is shapes. And it looks like ZebGedney is assuming at this point, based on his Z Helper, that this is level 8. But we'll find out.
Yeah. Or it could be both. Assuming those are keys that he's fighting in the room there to get a key.
And actually, this is shapes. This is shapes because here's the reason why. That third room, you can't go north normally. There's only one way to go north in level 8 from the first row. So yeah, we're talking shapes here. So good luck. Yes, I have my layouts backwards. Yeah, that is a Dragondarch who's in the mystery level. So unfortunately for us, we're not going to know what level they're in until they pick up the Triforce and pause so we can see.
Mm-hmm. And I'm really not going to be able to tell what enemy sets they are if Dragondarch's the one getting in there first.
Yeah, that's right.
I think those are Stalfos, but I can't be sure.
Nope. By the way, as you had mentioned, yep, another bonus, another secret has been found by ZebGedney. It looks like the standard amounts, and it has one of my favorite messages, jackpot!
Jackpot!
But unfortunately, no jackpot for ZebGedney, as he just took a death before he could discover the rest of northeastern Hyrule.
That may not be the worst thing in the world for him if he can make it if it changes his route to maybe head back to vanilla start, get that sword, and then really start exploring from there.
That's a good point. Unfortunately, he's not heading there yet, but he may be getting close. And there's a secret discovered, 30 rupees for Dragondark. He's up to 82. And it looks like he had to nope out of level 8. I think he might have been bomb blocked.
Yeah, he was bomb blocked. There was a Dodongo and a key door. And he had not what he needed for either situation.
And this is definitely not a 0 HP seed.
No.
And ZebGedney has indeed found the wooden sword, so that is a very important find. Right there, he can start making use of attacking enemies in dungeons. He has not found a level yet.
No. I'd say if he bombs here, I believe he'll find the Takini. Oh, no? Did he bomb the wrong spot, or do we have a mixed quest?
This is not first overworld. That
Okay.
is for sure. It's either second or mixed.
Okay. Debating, heart candle takes the heart.
Interesting play there, considering he only has 40 rupees. I might have taken the candle there. We'll see if it comes back into play. Maybe he'll find another bonus cave or a candle shop, but he's 20 rupees short of purchasing that candle, and unfortunately, he is going to lose half of that. The knee door repair penalty is the standard 20.
And I would say, especially in a boomstick seed, you want to get your candle for free if you want to have any chance of going for the boomstick later on.
Especially if this is second quest, because remember, Liquid Husband, if this is a second quest, you're only talking one large secret for 100.
Yep. And it is second quest because the cave where Vanilla 3 is in the first quest was not the same cave.
That's right. We can definitely confirm now that this is, in fact, second quest. One large secret. Money's going to be tight.
And we've got another dungeon discovery on Dragondark's side. He had it pulled up in his tracker as level 7 at first, but since we've got the knowledge of it being shaved, so we can't really rely on that anymore. And are those super gels he is fighting right now?
Yes, they are 4 HP gels. So this is indeed shuffled enemy HP, plus or minus 4 for everything. And yeah, super gels indeed. Oh, and before he could get into that ladder, ZebGedney takes a tough break.
Hopefully for his sake, he won't run back to that because I believe it was just a potion shop.
Yeah, which means he's missing out on nothing pretty much because, again, no letter to show to the runner of that potion shop. So yeah, little does he know he's doing all right by not going back. In fact, he's heading towards the forest section of Hyrule, and he's going to find a boomstick. And he's found the candle. He's going to purchase it. Smart pickup.
And we have a very small dungeon on Dragondark's side.
All right, so that means contestants, it's time to play. Name that ink blot. What did he just pick up there? Is that a 5 rupee
I believe
there?
that's a fiver, yeah. I think that's a 5er.
Yes, indeed. Because again, Dragondark is playing as a customized enemy set, and yeah, those silly guys that look like they have a mask on, those are the gorillas throwing those boomerangs around.
Yeah, the red gorillas took quite a few hits. I didn't see if it was. It looked like it was around 4 or 5.
ZebGedney is able to burn that bush second quest, and we do have level 9 there. So level 9 is behind vanilla level 7 second quest.
So ZebGedney finding his first dungeon. Unfortunately, not much he can do with it, but it's always great to have knowledge of where 9 is in your back pocket. Not something you really want to be searching for towards the end of the game.
Absolutely, Liquid, because the last thing you want to be doing is have all 8 Triforce pieces and then spending 20 to 30 minutes looking out for level 9 because you still hadn't found it. So yeah, always great to get level 9 out of the way. And he's got another level found.
Is that the same one? I believe that's the same one that Dragondark's in.
Yes, that is correct. So he's going to be looking for an item or two. Again, we don't know what level this is. And again, we're not going to know what level this is. And again, pallets, those are shuffled. We don't know if the enemy sets are shuffled either. So a lot of things to consider what level they could be in right now.
Yeah. And he did get a message from an old man in the overworld saying, meet the man along the coast. Now, we don't know if that is a truthful hint.
Yeah, there is. We could be looking at deceptive hints. We could be looking at we could be looking at either deceptive hints or perhaps we could be looking at mixed hints. It's hard to say at this point.
He takes a banana to the jaw, ZebGedney.
This level has not been treating either of these players kindly, and we have found the recorder on DragondarchSDA. Good item to pick up.
Very good item in a second quest overworld. What is it? I think 10 to 12 spots on the overworld that you can use the recorder on?
That sounds about right, Liquid. I think it was like 10 recorder spots. So yeah, definitely a useful item to pick up. Nice job. But of course, ZebGedney is going to find that same item. And look at this. We have one of those leave your life or money situations that you'd see in second quest as well. It's either 1 heart or 50. Now, both of these players have 4 hearts. So unfortunately, they can't take the advantage of the trick where if you have 3 hearts, getting rid of a heart puts you at 0 HP, but at the same time, you don't lose your maximum HP.
And looks like ZebGedney is going to pick up the recorder as well.
Yep, same recorder picked up by ZebGedney, so he'll be happy to see that, given this is a second quest seed. He's got 1 key, and he's going to nope out of this dungeon, it looks like.
May not be a bad idea. Tough to find much more information about it. He doesn't know that he could potentially run into that life or money situation, which would not work out well for him. With 4 hearts, not a lot of knowledge, and he now has the recorder to do some huge exploration. He could get out in front of Dragondark in terms of knowing where things are real quick here now.
Well, he gets 10 rupees out of that whistle spot in the desert. He'll try some other spots in the desert, perhaps, like right here. We'll see if there's anything good behind that, or if he's going to lose his shirt. Let's find out. Behind there is... Well, it is a money-making game, and he's not going to play.
I thought you said we had to gamble in this, Laws. That was the whole point, right?
Not when it comes to money, Liquid. Not many of these players like to gamble their money away. That's a whole different story altogether, Liquid. In terms of gambling, I mean gambling the decision whether or not to go back into a dungeon to pick up a key item that they might need, or they just go right to level 9. Behind this desert spot, my brother has a white sword on Death Mountain. We don't know if that is true or not, but if that's the case, perhaps we might have the white sword in the Death Mountain area, and if that's the case, white sword's the white sword item.
Yeah. We got a reverse C here. Could we see if this is a 2-item... Oh, that's the Triforce in there.
That is the Triforce, and we're about to find out what level that this is. Maybe.
Thanks to the Z Helper tracker we have down on the bottom left and right of each screen, it is level 3.
Indeed, this is level 3, the bottom left portion of the Triforce, so we can confirm that's just the 1 item.
All right. So, Dragondark done with level 3 and probably about to discover level 9.
Yep, and tries to burn from that spot, and he's able to hit from there. Nice shot there by Dragondark. He has discovered level 9 himself.
Right. We have ZebGedney continuing to explore the recorder spots in the overworld, finding a shop.
55 rupees, he could buy bombs, and that is what he's going to do. He's going to buy bombs. I don't fault him for that. That'll put him at 7 bombs now.
Unfortunately, ZebGedney finding a whole lot of nothing under these recorder and candle caves, although I think he's about to discover a dungeon.
Speaking of nothing, Dragondark just lost 20 rupees because he bombed into a door repair penalty. So 25 rupees was the cost of that bomb. 5 for buying it. 4 and
for
another door repair is going to bankrupt him, and he has discovered that the inferior model is the ladder item on the coast. And again, I don't expect either of these players to make a play for that item unless, again, they do that around the world screen scroll.
Yeah. Your words, not mine, describing the name of that banana.
Yep, that's right. Well, there's a lot of different names for it. Of course, the real name is the magical boomerang. Some people, or I like to call it sometimes the blueberry banana.
Bloomerang, Blue Nana. I call it 8-directional beam sword and the 0 HP seeds.
Yeah, indeed. It's very useful if this was a 0 HP seed, but obviously this is not a 0 HP seed. Right now, ZebGedney's in that level that Dragondark was in earlier, and Dragondark has just found the letter. Good pickup right there. If he shows it to the merchant who's running the potion shop, he could buy some potions.
And with Zeb coming across this level later than Dragondark is, he actually has keys now, and he doesn't have bombs, but he has the ability to, he could have had bombs perhaps. Maybe with these 5 keys, he can do a little more exploration and excavation in this dungeon than... Nope, take that back. He's ladder blocked.
Spoke too soon. He is ladder blocked in that area, so unless he's able... Well, he has no bombs, so he has no choice but to get out of there and try again later.
Alright, so we do know that, especially with... Well, I can't really mark it down as what dungeon that is to mark that it's ladder blocked, because we don't know what dungeon these are.
Well, behind the Recorder Lake is a secret, and it's the big one, 100 rupees for Dragondark. So if you want that 100 rupees, you definitely need the Recorder.
That puts Dragondark at 131. Still going to need quite a bit of money to make it to the boomstick if that is going to be his play. I feel like he's probably at the skill level enough to where he's not the kind of going to be saving up for the blue ring. Oh, and is that the white sword item that Dragondark just found?
I didn't see what that was.
Well, your guess was as good as mine as to what it was.
That's the white sword. Now wait just a minute. What was that hint on the white sword?
It was the magical sword, because we were told to find him, the old man by the coast for the magical sword.
Is this considered the coast?
Where he was, I feel like it was pretty close.
I mean, if that's the case, then we may be talking about helpful hints, but I am not 100% sure. We might have to get some indication from the chat who may have a little bit more knowledge of whether that is really considered the coast. I don't think it is, but we'll see. Looks like we're getting some indication that that is considered the coast. And if that's the case, then yes, indeed, that we could be looking at helpful hints.
We've got a blinding dungeon on ZebGedney's side.
And we're getting, we're getting some contradictions here. This actually is, we're talking deceptive hints. It is deceptive hints. That's Lost Hills. That is not the coast.
All right. And normal prices for Pepsi and Coca-Cola in the potion shop.
The only way we're going to be absolutely sure about this, though, is if we find more hints.
Yeah. Another dungeon found by Dragondark at the in the cave that is one spot east of Vanilla Level 5 in the first quest.
And again, we have as much knowledge of what level this is as the runners, because again, blanks and shapes.
Yeah. No indication whatsoever given to us. And there's the Triforce very early on in that dungeon.
All right. Can't be deceptive because we have community shop text. And if that's the case, then yes, we're now talking mixed. Community and help.
All right.
So now that subject's dead, let's move on.
So we now know that spot is considered the coast.
Right on the edge, and we've got ourselves, was that a 0 HP Aquamidus that ZebGedney just took out? Ah, very nice. So 0 HP bosses. That's nice.
And whatever dungeon he is in has staircases.
By the way, the Triforce was picked up by Dragondark. I had missed that, and we can confirm this is level 6.
Yeah. It was in this room, in the Triforce room, it's actually, that he's in currently.
Triforces, though, are shuffled, though. This one happened to be in the Triforce room, but if you recall, the Triforce in level 3 was not in the Triforce room.
It was in a reverse C. And this is a Wizrobe set, it appears, because I think those would be Vyres that he is fighting.
Yes, indeed. So this is our first Wizrobe dungeon, and the rules of the Zelda Randomizer. We have found the ladder. Good find by ZebGedney.
He was ladder blocked in the dungeon he was in earlier, this could be a chain reaction for him.
Very good. It could be the item he needs. Now, by the way, I was going to say before we saw that ladder, the rules are there has to be at least 2 enemy sets of all 3. The Gorilla set, the Darknut set, and the Wizrobe set. All of those have to appear at least twice. The other 3 is a combination, so we could see as many as 5 Wizrobe dungeons.
We could only be so lucky.
Furthermore, there's also a 50-50 chance that level 9 might be Wizrobes or it might be shuffled. That is a separate flag by itself.
Mm-hmm. These red Darknuts, though, are being very friendly. They are 1 HP.
Yep, the lowest it possibly could be.
Zeb picking up a heart.
He's now guaranteed the white sword if he can find it. As is Dragondarch, by the way, who also has 6 hearts. Aquamentus awaits close to start, so it very well might be that the level could be in level 1 down there near start. We'll find out. Should be, because again, we're talking mixed hints.
He is Oh, and he found the bomb upgrade.
Unfortunately for ZebGedney, he's 9 rupees short of purchasing that bomb upgrade. However, given that this is a boomstick seed, it might not be a high priority for either of these runners.
Absolutely. You can spend 100 rupees to get 4 extra bombs capacity, or if you get the wand and another 100 rupees, you have unlimited bomb potential.
Especially useful for level 9.
And I'm not... So ZebGedney doesn't know yet that Triforces aren't necessarily in their rooms, so he's going to have to try to clear out that very difficult room.
Yeah, the Pole's voices, if you don't have bow and arrows and you only have wood sword, they take at least 10 hits. But again, maybe it only takes 6, but maybe it takes 14.
Oof. And looks like he's going to go ahead and opt out of the dungeon for now. And do some more recorder exploration.
So the ladder is behind level X. We still don't know. What we do know is that there's a potion shop behind that area of the Lost Woods. Nothing doing.
It's nice to see, though, with ZebGedney seems to have a very good grip on the second quest overworld.
Found another boomstick shop. Only has 91 rupees. I'll have to move on.
We have seen in this tournament so far, not being fully confident in your knowledge of the second quest overworld, whistle, bomb, and candle spots can really, really hinder your ability to complete a race.
Well, I tell you, look, with the way this seed's been going, we may never see boomstick purchase because we're seeing nothing but penalty caves. Remember, there's 10 penalty caves in second quest versus only 9 in the first quest.
Whew. It's 200 rupees potentially lost.
Yep, absolutely. And it seems like both of these players have found them when they've had at least 20 rupees. So yeah, they're not making much progress towards getting that boomstick.
It does appear as though
be careful.
it does appear as though the overworld enemies are not shuffled, as we're finding lots of Lionels around the graveyard and Death Mountain and such.
Yeah, this looks normal to me. So yeah, it looks like that the enemies in the overworld not shuffled, they're in their proper locations.
And we got a Armos item pickup on Dragondarch's side with the power bracelet.
Listen, that is the 4th consecutive race I've called where power bracelet has been the Armos item, and it's been at its normal spot. What's going on here?
That's I'm at 50% according to my notes. 3 out of 6 have been the power bracelet.
All right, so both players have found the bonus cave near where level 6 is. They are both at 7 hearts.
And ships passing in the night, going opposite directions now. Dragondarch heading down into the Dead Woods. as ZebGedney heading over to the northwest part of Hyrule, sort of the
Trying to
bottom
do
of
a
Death
screen
Mountain.
scroll with all these Lionels here. He's got to be careful. Oh, can he get through? He's trying. Boy, those dodges, ladies and gentlemen, well played by Zeb.
Oh, man. Wearing number 20 for your Detroit Lions, Link.
Yeah, absolutely. 100% agreed right there. My goodness gracious. So, unfortunately, he's going to lose 20 rupees. 101 for ZebGedney, 122 right now for Dragon Dark. Both of these players trying to get enough money for that boomstick, so now they're going to really have a decision to make. Defense or offense, because they're not going to have enough money to purchase both items the way this has been going.
No. I feel like both guys are aggressive enough, especially Dragon Dark, that they would choose the boomstick over the blue ring if presented with that situation.
Oh yeah, most definitely. ZebGedney would rather not take a death here in Death Mountain because you're looking at a lot of different locations. He's at half a heart. He's going to find out what's behind that cave. It's a new level.
All right. Perfect time to up an A and get your 3 hearts back.
Yep, and now we've got ourselves another Gorilla set after seeing these Stealthos here in Gleok's normal lair.
Yeah, I believe that's 3. I feel like we've seen 3 Gorilla sets at this point.
Sounds about right. I know we've seen 3 of those. We've seen 1 or 2 Dark Nuts, and of course we've seen 1 Wizrobe. So given that, it looks like there's a pretty good chance level 9 is going to be a Wizrobe set.
And he finds the other bomb upgrade.
And this time he's 19 rupees short, but again, I think we're going for a boomstick potential here. We'll see.
Fortunately, the Wall Master's going down in 1 hit. Always tough in these rooms with no maneuverability around the outside, and the bubbles chasing you down.
Well, that's the absolute worst. Ooh, a death on Dragon Dark's screen in the level he was on. He'll have to try again.
Or not.
Yep, Dragon Dark wants no more of that dungeon.
So he and Zeb both went into that dungeon and came to the same conclusion.
Yep, and now we've got Dragon Dark in the dungeon. We've seen this on ZebGedney's side. I believe this is where the recorder was.
No, I believe both. I feel like both players have the recorder. This may have been where the ladder was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, that's right. The ladder. You would be correct.
All right.
Now, what is he going to do? He's going to purchase the bomb upgrade, yes or no? He's debating. He is going to pick it up, and it is the standard upgrade. Usually when you see the normal price, the upgrade is also normal. So, yep, 4 bomb upgrade, he'll be at 12 bombs. So it looks like at this point he's not really pot committed to buying a boomstick. Yeah.
I'd say that's probably the end of the boomstick for Dragon Dark. He's already found the 1 large secret. He makes a major purchase such as that. Still will need to, may need to buy arrows at some point in time.
Ouch! And down he goes. He'll have to try again.
Well, expert Dodongo kill by ZebGedney, getting 2 with 1 bomb.
Yeah, that was a great shot right there by Zeb. He's got the full complement of 8 bombs and another key to go with it. 4 keys on his side. Here's a problem. Well, it was a problem. Now he's got 1 key, does Dragonar. He had no keys. And ZebGedney's going to make work of this Dig Dogger right here, and we'll see if he's able to get a good hit on him. Bombs won't be enough.
6.
Well, maybe this isn't 0 HP bosses. No, it's not.
7.
It's
that
not.
guy doesn't count, yeah.
Dig Doggers don't count? Why don't they count?
I feel like the little guy that breaks off is different from the... But I could be wrong there. There's someone in chat. We get a message from Adaginos saying many digs are normal enemies.
That is really good to know.
Super
Down to
rope.
1. And super ropes, super gels, super everything. And there's the ladder discovery by Dragon Dark. So both of these players now have the all-important ladder. Now, we still do not know what dungeon this is because ZebGedney, as you recall, noped out of this dungeon earlier, so we don't know what level this is until the Triforce has been claimed.
Zeb starting to look a little lost in this dungeon, finding a staircase, hoping that was going to be the item, just leads him to a room with Aquamentus. Finds the Triforce room, greeted by some Stalfos holding bombs.
Now, when you're playing with shapes, it's so easy to get lost. That's why we have this game called Find the Bomb Hole. But it makes this procedure much more easier when you pick up the map. Map is something you may not see players pick up normally, but it's something you'll definitely see them pick up in shapes. It makes excavating easier.
It's the map and the compass.
Uh-oh. They have a bait block here where ZebGedney is, whatever level this is.
We'll call it 7 for now, since the bait's there.
It's a possibility that this could be level 7. We've seen quite a few segments, and remember, in shapes, there can be a lot more segments than normal.
That Guerrilla refusing to let ZebGedney into the room may have been for his own good.
I guess we've already seen this. This is not a bait block. That's right, because you can go around it. When you emerge from the top of a bait block, yes, you can go around it. You can't go from bottom to top. Oh no, he takes a death right there with those ropes.
The super ropes got the best of ZebGedney, and if they, you gotta wonder what's going through his mind right now. 31 minutes in, 0 Triforces. He's found multiple dungeons, but has come away empty-handed, with the exception of the. He got 2 great items in the recorder and the ladder, but no shiny pieces to show for.
He's probably thinking, no, please don't tell me this is another one of those 2+ hour seeds. That's probably what he's thinking right about now. Ooh, speaking of finding things, Dragondarch just found the compass in this mystery level here, so that's going to help him locate where he needs to go, provided he's not blocked by anything, which he could be blocked by keys. Yeah,
that was the room that Zeb took his final death in this dungeon in, fighting a room full of Pulse voices.
Yep, and it turns out to be a costly death because now we know. Oh shoot! There may be a workaround though. We'll see.
Nope.
In the forest is an entrance to death. That is old news. We already discovered that level 9 is in the forest, where vanilla second quest level 7 is. So if there's any more doubts in the world that you think this is deceptive hints, throw those doubts out the window, because that's the truth.
Now, Dragondarch going to have to take this room of blue dark nuts on with 1 heart.
Yeah, 1 more hit, he's a goner, and he'll have to try it again. Yeah, this is definitely not the easiest level we've seen so far. I've seen plenty worse, but this is no fun considering how small this is.
Does pick up another heart, but I'm not really sure that does anything for him in the short term, because I feel like 1 hit was
now he's got an extra hit, and he gets a fairy to boot. Nicely played there by Dragondarch.
And a key for his troubles.
Yeah, which he may or may not need at this particular juncture. Now he's just a couple of rooms away. Boy, this is looking like a long and winding road to the Triforce, and he can't bomb up. Yeah, this is a snake-like path. This is usually safe for level 9s. What's going on, game?
All right, I feel like this is a 5. Now, not sure what he's thinking with the staircase there. He's already found the item.
That's got to be a troll staircase, if anything. Now, let's see. Yeah, it might be a troll staircase. And he can't go there. He may need to take it. That might take him to the Triforce. Wow, this game throwing all sorts of curveballs at the players here. So, yeah, now you got to take that staircase, because chances are it's going to take him to the Triforce room. That's crazy.
I can't wait for him to find the Triforce so I can mark it down so that I can remember to ask about this dungeon after the match is over.
Well, the key thing is the ladder was the item, and once we discover what level this is, we'll know. But unfortunately, the blue Dark Nuts just picked him off. He's gonna take that long snake-like route again. Ouch! Tough break.
The good news is he doesn't have to fight that room again.
The bad news is he may have to fight some other rooms again.
Yeah, there's another blue Dark Nut shutter door room.
Yeah, and Yep. I was just about to say, I'm pretty sure he's got to fight it again.
As ZebGedney has gone... ZebGedney has gone back into the dungeon that he was ladder blocked out of earlier, the one that's one spot right of the vanilla start that we believe might be level 1.
It should be level 1 considering this is mixed hint, so it's got to be the truth.
Unless there's another dungeon to discover around there, but I feel like we've explored every space in that qualifies as close to start. And he finds the bow.
So yeah, this is definitely looking like a level 1 for sure now.
Finding the ground item. Now he's got a staircase and a Triforce to go.
So once you picked up that ladder, this is looking pretty easy. And maybe this double block room where these blue gorillas are could contain the second item that he's looking for. But wouldn't it be something if this was the silver arrows?
Oh,
nope,
nothing.
Can't push it. Nothing doing. So he'll have to look elsewhere for his prize. Gets a good clock pickup right there, does Dragon Dark in that red Dark Nut room, and he'll have to take the staircase this time. The dongle dwells along the river, so that's a good clue right there for ZebGedney for level 2's location.
So could it be one of those spots just to the west of where the white sword is, where you have to step across the water and bomb?
And yep, indeed, it's confirmed. Triforce is in a single room. You have to take the staircase. That's it for Dragon Dark. He has found the Triforce, and we're about to find out where exactly this Triforce is. What does the survey say? It's right next to the 3. This was level 6.
That's 5.
5, rather.
5.
Yes. 6 connects to 5. Yep, 5. So ladder and 5.
Okay. We had ZebGedney picking up his first Triforce of the match at pretty much the same time. 1 second difference in the two. He's going back in, though, because he sees it's level 1. He wants to check out that second item.
That's correct, because you never know if it's going to be something that is useful. And again, he's looking for the item that is inside a staircase. Down to 39 rupees. There's nothing Dragon Dark can do in this shop. He'll just have to get out of there, but he is taking some time probably to mark a few things or debating what he's going to do. Nope, he's going to go back to start. Dragon Dark not going to play money-making game in the desert either. Did he find what the second item was, or
he did not? He was in a room where he was not. I won't say key blocked because he had 5 keys, but there was a key door, and he chose not to go in it. To the best of my knowledge.
Interesting strategy. Wants to save his keys for later on. That could come back to bite him, though, if we see a very valuable item as the second one in level 1. So, yeah, interesting play there to save his keys. It might turn out to be the right move, but we'll only know in due time.
Judging by the way this seat's going, it was probably hiding the magical key behind it.
Yeah, probably, because let's face it, the game knows.
The overworld item is Firelight is the magical boomerang.
Yes, that's right. And getting that same hint, my brother has a white sword on Death Mountain, and we believe, of course, and we're pretty sure that somewhere in Death Mountain that white sword is going to exist, and he could pick it up if he finds it. In fact, it looks like that's exactly where Dragon Dark is heading right now. He's heading for Death Mountain. Wouldn't it be something that was behind the magical sword spot? I don't think that Zeb checked magical sword a second quest spot. That's where the arrow is. That's pointing left.
Oh, yeah. We haven't seen that yet, though Dragon Dark making that play now.
Nope, no white sword here. That's just a meat shot with a cheap magical shield.
We see Zeb locked in a room with super gels, a special kind of madness that those are.
I believe he's in the same level 3 that Dragondark was in earlier.
Yeah.
And he finds that leave your money or life situation, and he's going to up an A and continue. Doesn't want to spend those 50 rupees. He still might be having Boomstick on his mind.
Yeah. ZebGedney really playing a resource conservative race currently.
Yeah, and it's not a bad play on his part. Again, we don't know how trolly level 9 is going to be, but given how this seed is going to be, it's probably going to be an easy level 9.
And yes, for anyone who may or may not have been keeping up with this, one of the special things about level 9 in this random percent tournament is you may or may not have to defeat Ganon in order to rescue the princess.
That is correct. And now, meanwhile, Dragondark has found the same level that ZebGedney spent some time in, but was able to uncover nothing in. He's not even going to make a play for it right now.
Yeah. Oh. Another banana to the jaw.
Wow. So many deaths already in this thing. I'm telling you, this is looking a lot like the race I called Saturday, where it was taking forever just to get things started. And it was a second quest. I do believe it was Shapes as well. So... wait, in their case, I believe it was a mixed overworld, not second quest. But yeah, this is definitely turning to be one of the trollier seeds we've seen so far in this tournament.
Yeah, make no mistake, these are two very talented Legend of Zelda players, and we are not seeing much progress at all from either guy. Dragondark's had a little bit more luck and success with it, and he just looks like he just found the white sword.
Yep, that's a huge find. That'll double his attack power. That's a great pickup right there. So indeed, ZebGedney was on the right track. He just could not find it. But speaking of another find, a new level has been discovered by Dragondark. Gleeok lurks in the dead woods. So it looks like that the other level, in addition to level 5, it looks like level 4 is next door. And look at this. ZebGedney found that 100 rupee secret behind Recorder Lake. He can now purchase the Boomstick if he remembers where a shop is and he doesn't lose any rupees in the process.
I gotta think he knows where one is. He's seen enough of them at this point.
Yeah, it's true. We don't see a Z Helper on his stream. It's possible he has it outside of the streaming area, but yeah, it would behoove him to make a play for the Boomstick if that's exactly what he was trying to get after. And wouldn't it be something if the other item in level 1 was the magic wand?
Oh.
That would be horrible. Well, there's a medicine shop here. Now he is 224 rupees, which will, protect him from 1 door repair penalty.
There he was, one screen away from the magical boomerang, opting no, so I believe you're correct about both players there.
And again, especially since this is not a 0 HP seed, yeah, no boomerangs for these players. Bad news for ZebGedney. He's about to discover a penalty, and there it is. Yep, I remember that penalty was on the coast, and sure enough, he lost 20 rupees. Finds a bomb shop. Now, he didn't purchase any arrows, whereas Dragondark has arrows in his inventory, and he's going to go ahead and buy the wooden arrows. So it looks like, just like in Dragondark's position, maybe Boomstick is not in ZebGedney's priority in this particular race.
We have a warped ampersand as the dungeon on Dragondark's side.
It does look like a warped ampersand. I'll give you credit for that, but remember, it's a cactus.
Lest we forget which channel we are currently in.
Yeah, so, you know what? It's an ampersand cactus. Why not? Another Guerrilla set. We've seen, what is that, 4 already? Wow. So the Take Any Roads, one of them leads to the normal vanilla spot. I don't know if we've seen any others. If we have, maybe those haven't been shuffled. There's the Triforce, and there it is. Level 7 has been picked up.
All right.
Now, we're going to see if Dragon Dark goes back into this level or if he just decides to... yep, he's going to make another play to level 7.
Digging into 7. What?
Wait a minute. Wait
That
just a
wasn't
minute.
7.
That was 8. That's level 8. So there's 2 items he's looking for. This is level 8. He just paused the menu, and we saw the Triforce. It didn't connect to the 5 like that. So yeah, that's level 8.
All right. Well, I can see why we would be going back in there.
Yep. 2 items he's going to be looking for, both behind staircases. So yeah, it's the right move in my opinion. We don't know what items are in level 8 yet. There's the magical sword right there that ZebGedney has just discovered. So, yep, right on the edge of the coast. Obviously, he cannot make a play for it. You need between 10 and 14 hearts. Normal is 12. If that is not shuffled, that's what he would need.
Let's see. Is it 8 currently? It looks, yeah, 8 hearts currently. And he is lagging behind Dragon Dark in combat at this point because Dragon Dark has the white sword.
That's right. Now, in this situation here, I don't think Magical Sword would be a bad play. It's not all that far away from level 9, and if he's going in with just Wood Sword, that might be tough considering we have a high probability of a Wizrobe set in level 9. So if he can get enough hearts, I might make a play towards the Magical Sword at that point.
So we found a Wizrobe set that ZebGedney is currently combating.
Now on Dragon Dark's side, those ropes really do look like snakes. That's a pretty good design there. Guerrilla grumbles on Death Mountain. So yep, that's old news. We already knew where level 7 was. So it looks like the only level we have not yet discovered is level 2. We did get a clue on where it is. It's along the river.
Yes. Although the White Sword Cave told us that Manhandla threatens by a lake, which actually is true.
Yeah, I'm looking at the map right now. Level 3, yep, is on the southeastern edge of the lake near Start. Well, these staircases are proven to be elusive. He has cleared a good chunk of level 8 and no items to be found yet for Dragon Dark.
There are a few staircases he's encountered that were transport staircases.
Yep, and that staircase could be bow block potentially. The Goma block right there. He has no bow. He's getting out of level 8, and we still don't know what 2 items there are. I certainly can't blame him. So yeah, he's got to believe at this point he feels he is Goma blocked out of the item, and who knows what that item might very well be.
So just judging by what he has to think that whatever the items in 8 are, they are useful.
It's got to be. Unless, you know what, though? The way this season's been going, it's probably going to be the book. Or no. Book's out of play. Magical Shield, Wooden Boomerang.
No.
Zeb can't complete the dungeon he was just in either. He was in level 6, so man, this has not been a good go-around for Zeb so far. He's got to find a way to get this back together. Well, he did find a bonus cave, and now he's got a 10% chance of picking up the magical sword. He may need it at this point.
Yeah. He needs something to try to bridge the gap. Now, he probably thinks he's behind even more than he actually is, but
he may need to gamble if it comes down to it, but we'll see what happens. He goes to vanilla level 5 and finds a secret for an additional 10 rupees.
Yeah.
Bomb upgrade, but he does not have enough money. 47 rupees short is Dragon Dark, so no way.
He already purchased 1 though, so he does have that 12 bomb potential in his back pocket.
Oh, absolutely. It's good to have more bombs. Again, resource management is very important when it comes down to level 9. once they get there. 4 Triforce pieces for Dragondark, just the 1 for ZebGedney at this point. Tough seed so far.
All right, now we're going to see if he tries to bomb these spots along the river here, but he's not doing that.
Interesting, and that might be where level 2 is. Remember, the clue was along the river, and I want to say that area is part of the set. Meanwhile, ZebGedney has gone back into level 7.
Are they in the same dungeon now, or is this just the same palette?
Nope, they're in the same dungeon. This is the same dungeon. We have not discovered anything out of this. And they've just given each other a high five. They're in the Dodongo room trying to farm some bombs. Well, Zeb's got to be careful. He's only got 1 bomb. If he misses, he's in trouble. And he missed! The juke's right there by the Dodongo. That is bad luck, and the luck has just not been there for Zeb. Good takedown of the Dig Dogger right there, and is going to get some keys in the process. Will Dragondark. Man, oh man, this seed has just been atrocious for ZebGedney. He probably wishes he had drawn something else.
Yeah. Like I said earlier, he probably thinks he's down more than he actually is. The difficulty...
Unfortunately, Magical Sword is not good at 10 hearts. I'm going to take a guess here. It's probably the standard 12, but we won't know until he tries again.
Yeah.
And I don't blame him for going for it at this point. He's got Wooden Sword, and he's had a tough time with these dungeons. You got to make something happen. Unfortunately, it's just not been his night so far. One hit on that Aquamentus right there for Dragondark. Good kill. Again, it's 0 HP bosses. Remember, Dig Doggers don't count. Keep that in mind, folks.
We have a staircase on, but I guess that may have been a transport staircase that Dragondark already took.
Had to be. Now we're looking at vanilla money-making game, and is going to purchase some bombs, much-needed bombs right there for Zeb, and that was the bait block that's not a bait block that Dark is going to avoid. Dragondark not taking that path. Remember, you could go south from that area, but you can't go back the other way, so you're pretty much pot committed. It's almost like going through those one-way invisible walls in the second quest, which, by the way, won't be a flag until the later rounds. Hey, he's found the item, and I have no idea what that is.
That's the magical shield.
Ah, so magical shield is the item in level 7. So what the magical shield does, and I don't fault Dragondark for picking this up, it is a very good defensive item to have. It reflects the Zora balls, the Lionel swords, the Wizro beams, and also the fireballs that come out of those dragon statue turrets. So solid pickup right there, in my opinion, by Dragondark. Unfortunately, you got to be careful. If you run into a like and you don't break out of it fast enough, you'll lose that shield.
And you're probably not going to break out of it fast enough in this situation. And he gets a hint, fire the arrow to locate the boomerang.
So so one of the items in we are assuming in level 8 is Lord Banana himself, if that's the case with that bowl block that we saw earlier.
And a Triforce pickup for Dragondark. Yeah, the potential bow block we saw earlier very well could have been the boomerang.
Yep, so I will write that down as an item in level 8 for the time being, unless we see otherwise.
It's an amazing toaster area. I don't know if it's the second item in 8. I don't know that we ever found the first item in 8.
We haven't found any items in level 8 right now. In fact, I'm going to go ahead. We're almost 54 minutes in. Now we are 54 minutes into this race. Here's what we have found so far. One of the 2 items in level 1 is the bow. We don't know what's in level 2 because we haven't even discovered level 2 yet. Level 3's item was the recorder. We don't know what's in level 4. Level 5's item is the ladder. We don't know what's in level 6. Level 7 was the magical shield. We believe from a hint that one of the items in level 8 is the wooden boomerang. Obviously, we don't know what's in level 9. Potentially, it could be the normal items. Armor statue item was the power bracelet. The ladder item on the coast was the magical boomerang, and the white sword item unshuffled.
Thank you for that rundown, Lons.
No problem. Back to the race now, and another boomstick shop, and now he doesn't have the 200 rupees.
Yeah, I think we can pretty much rule that out at this point.
Meanwhile, it looks
he's
like
making his play into level 1 now.
Yep, so he's going to find the bow and whatever the item that ZebGedney missed on by resourcing his keys. And that came into play. Remember, he resourced his keys. He didn't use those keys in level 1. He's down to 1 key now.
Well,
Zeb does have the bow, which, again, Dragondarch didn't have. Now he's going to get the bow, assuming he makes his way into it successfully. There was nothing behind that Goma, however. Now, when he does get to level 8, he will discover, he will be able to get to the items there. Unfortunately, again, one of them is going to be Lord Banana, which he's obviously not going to pick up. I picked up a heart container there, so now at this point, he's got a 12.5% chance of the magical sword. It's a 1 in 8 chance right now because 10 is out. So it's either 11 through 14 or normal 12. There's the Triforce capture in level 3 by ZebGedney. He now has 2 Triforce pieces.
Yep. So finally, ZebGedney for the first time can officially say he is done with a dungeon.
Yeah, that's it. That was his first Triforce piece in over 19 minutes.
Yeah. I'm trying to keep half my eyes on Dragondarch stream because I want to see what that second item in level 1 is. As he skips past I believe that was the room with the bow in it.
Yeah, he didn't full clear that room, and in this case, you have to full clear a room. Well, now we've got a map of this level, and it's time once again to play. Name that ink block. It does look like a candlestick. You know what? It kind of looks like a cactus with all those stems, but it also looks like a hangman's noose too.
Oh.
A spiky hangman's noose at that.
Could that be the gallows of ZebGedney if that second item in 1 is something he needs?
Oh, we're going to find out very soon, I'm sure. Again, we don't know what the item is behind the staircase, and that is the item in question in level 1. ZebGedney has returned to a former dungeon he was in earlier. What was this? Was this 6 or 4?
I believe that's 4.
There's the bow. Bow has been picked up. Yeah, that's right. This was... Or wait. No, this was level 5, I believe. Yeah, this was level 5 because this was the snake dungeon that Dragondarch was in. It is level
the magic
5,
staircase.
Look where the Triforce piece is here in level 1. Again, the ZebGedney had already gotten it. Now he's bombing to the left. Here's where the item is. We're about to find out what that second item in level 1 is. So behind that diamond staircase, we have got ourselves the magic key!
Told you! Called it!
Boy, you called it there, Liquid. And that is a big missed opportunity right there by ZebGedney. He could have had all the keys in the world. And look at the situation. Resource management. He's down to 1 key. So a big pickup right there by Dragondarch.
Bow and key in level 1.
How do you like that? You had a hunch that something good was behind that second item, and lo and behold, you were right.
Going to take a major turnaround, I feel like, at this point, or just an incredibly one-way perfect path level 9 for ZebGedney to get back in this. He's got some catching up to do big time. Absolutely.
It's going to take, in my opinion right now, it's going to take more than just a great equalizer of a level 9 for ZebGedney to come back from this one. So, yeah, and the blue darkness just took him out. Ouch.
That is a tough dungeon for being as small as it is.
Yeah.
You know, it's not level 9 size or anything. Just very, very difficult.
And once again, he's opting out. Now he's going to go back. This is level 4. Again, neither player has picked up the Triforce out of level 4, nor have they discovered the item. And now Dragondarch has found himself back in the same level 4 Zeb's in. And this is a problem right now for ZebGedney. He is giving up too easily on these dungeons, and that's the reason why he is as far behind as he is right now. He's he's playing it too conservatively, in my opinion. He's not exploring enough of these dungeons, and this has really been hurting him.
Oh man, there's that fine line though, you know, between you don't want to stick around too much in a dungeon early, but it's not early anymore. It's time to start getting in there, taking care of everything.
You got to start being more aggressive at this point. Now we're 1 hour into this race. I mean, you're getting to a point where you're running out of time. You know who you're up against. You got to start taking chances here, or you're going to have no shot at coming back.
Yeah.
And yeah, not having the white sword is really hindering him. And is he getting out of this level? He's thinking about it. Yeah, he is. Wow. And you can see the look on his face. He is frustrated right now.
Yeah.
Now he is going to ferry up right in here, and he's going to up an A and go back to start, and that'll refill his health at that point. It's a good trick randomizer runners will use to get their health back from start. So good play there. There's the map of level 4. So once again, it's time to play. Name that ink blot.
More puzzle piece segments here.
Feel like I'm looking at the Blaster Master tank and a chopper from the Atari 2600 game Combat, but they're cactuses. And 11 hearts is not enough for the magical sword either. I'm starting to believe 12 is going to be the magic number. I bet if he finds one more, he could start attacking these levels easier now, but he's got to find one more heart.
And we find the staircase up into the second segment of level 4 on Dragon Dark's side.
And we may very well find... We very well might find out where the Triforce and what the item is in level 4. Now, right now, I'm looking at the items that we still have not discovered yet. I'm starting to believe more and more we're going to see the normal items in level 9, but we'll find it out.
Yeah. Statistically speaking, seems likely, yes.
Yep. Again, we still don't know where level 2 is. We're almost 62 minutes into the seed, and neither player has discovered level 2, and we're getting some indications here that level 2 is along the river. That's a bombable spot. Ladder required. There's a heart container pickup right there by Dragon Dark. He has a 10% chance of the magical sword, theoretically, but we know 10 hearts isn't enough.
Yeah. I guess those are Gibdos that he was attacking then?
Yes, those look like Gibdos to me. There's the Triforce, and it's it's in a tough spot. He may not be able to clip through that. It's right in the middle of that Chevy room. Now, let's see if ZebGedney remembers the bomb spots of Second Quest. That is not where level 2 is. Maybe the room next door is. Instead, he finds yet another boomstick shop. Now, let's see if he's able to find a level behind this bomb spot. Do we have level 2 here? We do! So here we are, finally, at long last, almost 63 minutes in, the last discovery. It's level 2. He's going to be looking for one item on the ground, and boy, he is hoping for something good, because this has not been his night so far. He needs some kind of respite right now.
Right. And it's the
Silver arrows! Oh, well now! That's a nice find right there. So we can confirm that level 9's items have been shuffled. Now, we still might see the red ring in level 9, but silver arrows, that's a welcome sight right there for ZebGedney. So if Ganon's required, he'll be good to go. We have found the item in level 4. It's the magic wand.
All right. Seeds starting to come together.
Absolutely.
We still haven't seen the wooden boomerang, which we believe to be in 8. We haven't seen the raft, which we know is not required.
Yep, it's either going to be in level 6 or level 8, because, again, the raft cannot be in level 9.
We have the
red
candle.
ring. Red candle's not been discovered either, that's right. And a wooden boomerang we think is in level 8.
But not only does this give ZebGedney the ability to defeat Ganon, it also gives him currently 78 strikes with the magical sword power.
Absolutely. He needs that attack power. Unfortunately for him, it's useless against Darknuts and Wizrobes.
Now he's just got to try to find a way up into that Triforce as he has no bombs.
Well, these level designs look so familiar. These spiky-shaped level designs. It's like they all look alike. I mean, level 2s almost looks like level 1s. Gotta be careful, down to just half a heart, and finds a key. He's got no bombs, though.
And unfortunately for him, Dragondark's probably about to make the discovery that he made.
It's looking like the writing is about to be on the wall because Dragondark is in level 2 himself.
Yeah, and he has 9 bombs.
Yep, and the any key to go with it. By the way, the other item that we still don't know the location of is the heart container that's normally on the coast. So that's the other item missing from our inventory.
That's a good point.
Once he discovers that silver arrow in level 2 and gets the Triforce, I gotta believe that Dragondark is going to immediately go to level 9. He's got everything he needs.
Oh, there's absolutely nothing he could possibly want at this point. He has the potential for 12 bombs. He has the magical key. He's got the white sword, which is strong enough for a player of his caliber.
Absolutely.
And silver arrows.
Also, we can now fully confirm level 9 is going to be Wizrobes for sure. We've still only seen one Wizrobe dungeon, so level 9 definitely is a Wizrobe dungeon. All right, and we have seen the map on Dragondark's side. He's going to try and make a play up, which he does. He's getting that much closer to the Triforce room. He's just a couple of rooms away now. Does see some bombs behind these Gibdos. Definitely going to pick those up. Now let's see if he needs to do anything or if he's got to full clear this room. Nothing. Just got to dodge those orange Darknuts. And that's the 8th and final Triforce capture for Dragondark. He's now eligible to go to level 9.
Right. He's picked up the silver arrow. If he had somehow managed to not find the silver arrow in that situation, I think we would still see him make a play for level 9 at this point, having been in as many dungeons as he had and starting to come to the conclusion that maybe the red ring and silver arrow are in their normal place. Fortunately for him, looks like according to the tracker, he did uncover the silver arrows.
He's going to buy some potion before he goes to level 9. Smart move, in my opinion. Because, again, we are talking a Wizrobe dungeon, and he has no defense. So 2 hearts he'll lose from blue Wizrobes, 4 from the orange.
He can go ahead and ferry up.
Yep, and he's going to go up an A, again, doing that trick that's going to refill all of your health, and it looks like he's going to make a beeline towards level 9 right now. Right there where, again, vanilla level 7 second quest is, and we are underway now in level 9.
All right. Now we see just how trolly this seed does want to be.
Okay, so if Ganon is required, he'll be looking for a shutter door, just one shutter door in the room where after clearing out all the enemies, the door does not open. If that's the case, he knows where Zelda is and also that Ganon's required. If Ganon is not required, it's an open room and you could just go in, rescue Zelda, and that's it. The beast awaits in southwest of Skull. That's a big hint right there for Dragondark. He knows the general vicinity of where Ganon is.
I think we had a seed the other night where we found out the location of the silver arrows and the fact that it was Zelda's room next door on the same screen.
Yeah, that is something. That is something.
I don't think I've ever had ever gleaned more information from an old man in that situation.
Yeah, usually the old man is like, "Hey, screw you! You're getting a community hint out of me." Now, one other thing to consider is if Zelda and Ganon are in their own rooms, there's going to be only one way to get into Zelda's room, and it's directly from the south.
That is true, as you know, the border walls of blocks around the rest of the room. We have a spiral staircase on Dragondarch's side. Our first glimpse into seeing what may be behind a door.
All right, behind this staircase, it'll take him to another part of level 9. Not one of the 2 items. Again, there's still 4 items at large when we assume that the wood boomerang is in level 8. And it looks like that ZebGedney's going back to level 2 now that he's equipped with bombs. Careful though, he's only got 3 keys.
He's gonna try to work his way around that first key block.
Yeah, you always
looks like he'll be
try.
successful.
You always want to try and work around a key block if you possibly can. Resource management is always a big thing, and look out for those Wizrobes. He's down to 4.5 hearts. A couple more bobs, too. He just took a beam to the face, another beam to the face, and he's getting the heck out of that room.
There's
Able to
nothing
bomb
worth...
to the north. Here's another corridor staircase that's not quite as heavily guarded as the last room. Got to be careful of those bubbles, though. He makes it, full clears it. Is he going to? Nope, not going to take the staircase here. Finds a diamond staircase and the compass, the all-important compass. But before he can grab it, he gets sniped.
Oh!
Can you believe that?
No!
Wow.
Not
Tough.
this way.
Wow, I cannot believe it. So he was that close to finding out where Zelda was, but he got sniped at the end. Bad luck. And remember, he does have potion. He forgot about that. That could have been an opportune time to use a potion right there, but he decided to wait because there's still a lot of level 9 left to explore. But man.
And again, with him not knowing where ZebGedney is, you got to think he's really frustrated with that situation.
Absolutely, but little does he know, he is in a powerful position right now. He has a commanding lead on Zeb. So he's going to go back to where that diamond staircase was, and this time with 3 hearts at hand, he'll be able to pick up the compass. No problems right now. Where is Zelda? Dead center.
Right.
Behind that staircase, it's going to take him to another part of the dungeon. He's hoping it's going to take him to where Zelda is, or very close to it. And it kind of does. Now he's 1 room away, ZebGedney is, from getting the Triforce. That'll be his 3rd Triforce piece. He does get a heart container, and that could help him right there. Right now, he'll have a 2 out of 3 chance of the magical sword. And I've got to believe he's going to make another play for it.
Yeah, there's people asking what he was looking for in the dungeon. I think that may have been it.
Yep, well, he has to go back to level 1 if he wants the any key, because again, that is where the magical key resides right now. Finding nothing, he's going to take that staircase and go back the way he came, try another staircase. He's going to try this corridor staircase, and this will take him to another part of level 9. Again, he's hoping it's going to take him very close to where he needs to be. Look at this! And Zelda is open. Ganon not required. This race is over. ZebGedney will fall to Dragondarch as Dragondarch finishes with a time below 73 minutes. Meanwhile, ZebGedney is able to pick up the magical sword, but unfortunately, he has just discovered the bad news that he has been defeated.
And so it's off to the 1-in-1 group of...
Yeah, absolutely. And we have an official SRL time for Dragondarch. It's 1 hour, 12 minutes, and 52 seconds. And it looks like we do have Dragondarch in the commentator's booth. Dragondarch, congratulations. Boy, what a brutal start to the seed. I mean, trying to get anywhere, it took a long time. What were your thoughts about this?
I could have gone for a few less Dark Nuts.
Yeah, a lot of Dark Nut and Guerrilla sets. Only the 2 Wizrobe sets, with level 9 also being one as well. You pretty much dominated this race. ZebGedney has only gotten 3 Triforce pieces. He's had a lot of frustrations with the dungeons. He's finally got the magical sword, which, by the way, if you're curious, it's a 12-harder.
I knew where it was, but I didn't even consider trying to go it. I got white. That's enough.
Yep, absolutely. He did not have white sword. That was the problem. That was one of the many problems ZebGedney had. His combat just was off. He couldn't find the white sword in Death Mountain, and he took a lot of deaths, and it really proved to be his downfall. And yeah, you had a bunch of time. So what do you think? Ganon not being required in level 9, I'll bet that was a relief.
A relief, but I at least had the silvers to go into it.
That's right. And finding the magical staircase to instantly transport you one room away from where Zelda is, and then the door being open, and that was all she wrote.
I mean, I knew roughly where Ganon was too, in case she was required. But I'm like, okay, I found the compass. Let's go see if her door's open first.
Yes, indeed, and the door was open, and that is how you won this race. 2-0 now. You are in the Swiss-style format, so you are just one victory away, Dragondark, from guaranteeing yourself into the knockout stage. So congratulations on that. Liquid, do you have any questions for Dragondark?
This one's maybe go back over. I believe it was level 5 that had the very snaking sideways up and down route to find your way to the magical staircase into the Triforce room. You had some frustrations with some dark nuts in that situation.
Oh God, that dungeon. That was.
That's the one Zeb's in right now.
Yes, indeed.
I'm like, okay, Triforce is 2 rooms away. I just can't. I can't walk straight to it. So I go around, get into the room. Door shuts behind me. I'm like, okay, whatever. I'll just bomb up to the Triforce. Nope. Okay.
Now,
so the only way in there
Zeb has found the staircase, but he's not going to take it. He's going to realize it's a mistake.
Well, he doesn't have the compass, so he doesn't know where the Triforce is.
That's true.
So.
And he's going to think, and unfortunately, now he's in that same blue dark nut room that you got trolled in, Dragondark, and he's got 5 hearts now. He does have, again, the magical sword. That'll help his offense, but again, no rings. Now, speaking of which, this was a second quest, so money was at a premium with just the one large secret. Did you have any thoughts of purchasing either the blue ring or the boomstick, considering the factors?
I would have loved to afford the boomstick, but I was just so bomb starved at the beginning of the race that I had to keep buying them just to be able to do anything. And then by the time the boomstick would have been useful, I just didn't have. There was no way I was going to get the money together for it because I knew I'd already grabbed the 100 secret.
It seemed like every time you were in the low to mid hundreds, you kept finding more door repair penalties. There's 10 of them in the overworld for second quest. So yeah, money was tight. And ZebGedney may be thinking about waving the white flag here, and now he's going to keep on going.
This seed was something.
Yeah, it definitely was. We were speculating that this might have been another 2-hour seed here, considering the start both of you guys got off to. But once you started to get a few items here and there, it started to really pick up for you, Dragondark, and you just ended up pulling away, and that was it.
I think it was really the white sword that did it.
Oh, absolutely, I agree.
I got the hint, and I'm like, okay, it's on Death Mountain. I have 2 dungeons that I don't want to deal with dark nuts. I'm going to find this white sword. And I just happened to find 2 other dungeons on the way to it. And it's like, okay, now I have some offense. Let's go try and figure out what the heck I'm doing here.
Yeah, absolutely. Then sometimes offense is your best friend. And in this case, it really helped you out. Again, especially this wasn't a 0 HP seed. A lot of tough enemies, very strong ropes, strong gels. It was a tough one.
4 gels, that's usually my luck.
Now he's into this room full of Pole's voices, and I believe this is where the compass was. Yep, the compass picked up by ZebGedney. He knows exactly where the Triforce is, and the look on his face right now, it's like, really? Man. It's right there. Little does he know, though, it's a magic staircase to get to that single room. It is not connected.
That was the ultimate troll.
Yeah, this was again. This is the most. I was telling my partner Liquid here. This is usually reserved for level 9s where you have these snake-like paths. This is definitely a level 5 that I won't be forgetting anytime soon.
Hopefully he comes to the realization that the stairways is the way to go. Although he's trying to find a way around that blue dark nut shutter room and. There is no such thing. And
he's going to, up again, get out of that dungeon. That was another problem ZebGedney had. He wasn't aggressive enough in dungeons because his comet has just been off tonight. And you're going to have nights like this where just everything is off. And, there's not really much you can do about it. You just got to try and persevere and, hope you get lucky, make some good shots on your enemies. But it's just not been Zeb's night.
It happens.
Does happen to the best of us, and he's going to again make a play to level 5, this time with almost full health. Gonna try and clear these darknesses. Again, it's the only way to get to that room, and this is like playing real level 5, isn't it?
Pretty much.
Because you have to clear a bunch of blue dark nuts to get to the staircases to get to the level 5 items. So yeah.
I lost track of what items were actually where. I just didn't know what dungeons I was going into until after I'd grabbed the Triforce. I didn't even mark everything properly.
Yeah, I've been keeping track. There's right now 4 items we don't know the location to. What we do know is that level 1 had the bow and the magic key. Level 2 had the silver arrows. Level 3 the recorder. Level 4 the magic wand. Level 5 the ladder. We don't know the item in level 6. That was never discovered. Level 7 had the magical shield. Based off a hint, we believe one of the items in level 8 was the wooden boomerang. We don't know the second item in level 8, and we don't know what's in level 9. We know the silver arrows aren't there. The red ring, the red candle, the heart container, and what was the other item that's still eluding us? There's 4 items.
Raft.
Yeah, raft can either be in 6 or 8, so that's all we've got.
All right, I think we're coming to a revelation here in level 5 for Zeb. Hopefully he will take this staircase.
If he takes this staircase, he'll really be glad he did. Is he going to take this staircase? Yes. Good job, Zeb. There it is, Triforce all by itself. That's the 4th Triforce capture for Zeb. Looks like he's going to try and complete the seed, be a good sport about it, and hopefully the rest of the dungeons are more kind to him now that he's got the magical sword. So, Dragondarch, you still with us?
Yeah, I'm still here.
All right, a big question for you now. Now that you're 2-0, how does it feel to not have to face off against either Crystal Save or RC Drone?
Yeah, but the people who put him there, though, are no slouches either.
Oh, absolutely. Bresticle, who I believe is 2-0 as well. He's definitely a tough competitor. He was top 10 seeded last season, so yeah, that'll definitely be a tough opponent. But yeah, being 2-0, I mean, it's a good spot to be in. You're at the very worst going to be in the race-off that's going to be happening in around a couple of weeks or so. So you're in a very good spot to be in the knockout round that'll be coming up after Swiss-style play is over.
Well, hopefully I don't have to worry about that, and I can just get a win either on the next one or the one after.
Absolutely. So, yeah, well played seed for you. I mean, considering how trolly this was, and considering second quest, shapes, dungeons, very difficult, you played a very good seed, and again, congratulations on your victory tonight.
Thanks a bunch.
Yeah, congratulations, man.
All right, so back here, this is level 4. This is where Zeb's in right now. This is, again, a segmented dungeon. We've seen so many of those in this particular seed. The item, again, in level 4 is going to be the magic wand, and he has just discovered himself he must be in a segmented dungeon right now.
And again, I say this sometimes, for his sake, I'm saying, hopefully, I can't remember if you were forced to come across the item in this dungeon, more or less, but like I say, for his sake, I'm hoping he doesn't, dreams of boomsticks, lost, could be a bit of a morale killer for him.
Could be. Well, but on the other hand, having the magic wand would be nice for combat. I mean, there's that to think about. He just picked up another heart container. He's up to 13 hearts. And he's found some bombs in the Triforce room. Good, solid pickup right there. And he's looking for the Triforce out of this level. He finds a key. Again, he missed out on the any key. Again, that was in level 1.
Yes, he conserved his keys, oddly enough, in level 1.
And it ended up being the wrong move, would you believe? I mean, level 1, of course, level 1 has a lot of locked doors, and believe it or not, level 1 you can easily be key blocked in because there are a lot of locked doors, and the keys are shuffled up, and there may be, keys may be sparse in level 1, but there might be a lot of locked doors. So believe it or not, you may think level 1's an easy one, but believe it or not, level 1, you can get key blocked in a lot. Well, he just picked up the Triforce in level 4, and he's making his decision right now if he wants to go to another level or if he's not going to play. I am looking at his screen right now. He may be just looking at his map. I don't know what he is thinking at this point, but we'll find out shortly what his next move is going to be. Looks like he's going to keep on going and not go to level 4. Again, Magic 1 was the item in level 4. And yeah, like you had said, Liquid, this may help his morale knowing that he's not going to be able to buy the boomstick and he's not going to get the Magic 1 out of 4.
Yes. And very key play, I think, at this point to, sometimes you get tempted with the up and A to be able to do that and warp one place to another. He's got 13 hearts, well, 12 and a half now, but so, having Beam Sword with the Magical Sword and 13 hearts is such an advantage over being able to warp quickly somewhere else and only have 3 when you come out on the other end of the continue.
Yeah, definitely. So right now, he's either going to be, it looks like he's heading for either level 7 or level 8 next. I'd imagine level 7 since it's the first one he's going to come across.
Most likely, yes.
Yep, that's where he's heading right now. This is level 7 again. For those of you who may have just joined us, the item in level 7 is the Magical Shield. This is a boomstick seed. The boomstick replaces the most expensive Magical Shield, which is normally priced at 160 rupees. And we've seen plenty of boomstick shops in this one.
Although as the race went on, I know Dragondark was talking about having some bomb issues early in the game. As it went on, bombs weren't the most important thing we came across. It didn't seem like there was too many situations where our runners were out of bombs in a situation where they needed them.
No, I think there was only a couple of situations for both runners. I think, yeah, it was just one of those situations because usually, yeah, you need a lot of bombs to complete Shapes dungeons, but bombs didn't seem to be a factor this time. I mean, it's something that normally is, and whether it's Shapes or not Shapes, actually.
And it does help that Zeb has the Magical Sword and the Silver Arrows now, so he's not going to be relying on bombs for combat as much.
Oh, absolutely. Again, the only problem is, actually it's not a problem anymore. I mean, it's much easier combat against Darknuts with that magic sword, much easier combat against those Wizrobes, and with the Pole's voice is much easier when you have those silver arrows.
Oh, yes. So he's coming across bomb walls that he made earlier. Obviously, he did not get the Triforce out of this dungeon, so I'm not sure if he has any notes or memory of recollection of where this dungeon went wrong for him in the past. But you gotta think he's looking for a divergent path or somewhere else to go that he didn't quite make it to last time.
Probably, but again, I think it goes back to what I said earlier, Liquid. I think it was his comment. It was just a little bit off today.
We'll know a little bit more once this block gets pushed.
Yep, if he finds the item, nope, that's going to be where it takes into another part of this, and he's going to go ahead and take it.
But even he, at this point, really probably isn't looking for items so much anymore, except maybe the magical key.
Yep, or the red ring, perhaps. That would definitely help him as well. Again, red ring is not in this dungeon. It's either in 6, 8, or 9. He does find the magic shield and is going to pass on it. I mean, it's hit or miss whether or not you're going to take that magic shield. He feels he doesn't need it, so he's going to let it slide by.
Yeah, at this point, it's, obviously he knows the race is over, but if the race weren't over at this point, we would have to call that a luxury that he cannot afford.
Yeah, absolutely. If this race wasn't over, yeah, I definitely would agree on passing it. Fire the arrow to locate the boomerang. That was a hint we saw earlier on Dragondark's side. We know that in all likelihood, it's one of the items in level 8, unless level 6 was also somehow Goma blocked. But again, we never even discovered the staircase. Now, he still needs the Triforce out of level 6, so there's always the chance he may stumble upon it before he gets the Triforce. We will see.
It's possible. I mean, it did not happen to Dragondark, but Zeb could take a different path, and now trying to look at his map to see if he missed the Triforce, if he didn't clear a room, or if it's a spot that he has yet to be.
Well, he is heading for the right, so if that's the case, he will make his way to the Triforce if he's able to make it there. He's going to try and bomb to the right to see if that was indeed a path to get to the room. No, sir.
Nope. This is, after all, level 7.
Yeah, level 7 normally has 33 rooms, and I give it a nickname, 33 rooms of pure, insert whatever word you can. Mayhem, torture, chaos, etc. Now, because, again, in the randomizer, this was discussed in our previous race. Now, in this situation, yes, he can bomb to the left, and he'll get the Triforce now. But he's got to kill these ropes first. Should be no problem for him with that magical sword, and that'll do it for level 7.
Right. Just like that, we are only 2 dungeons away from making our way into level 9 with ZebGedney. And I mean that in the most sincerest way possible. He started to pick up the pace.
Yep. Once he got that magical sword, yeah, he has really started to pick up the pace. Absolutely. So he's got 13 hearts. He's in a good position right now. He's got some money in case he wants to buy a potion. I don't know if he has. He doesn't have potion because I'm sure he would have used it before. So all he's going to do, back to what we were talking about earlier in this race, there's those door repair penalties coming back to haunt Zeb.
Is this the
he's
screen
trying
level
to bomb
8?
here.
Okay.
Yep, he had not been in level 8. Now he's in level 8 right now. So this is the first time that ZebGedney is going to make a stab at level 8. And we may get an idea of the item or items that are in level 8. I'm starting to think something. We had talked about this, that we thought this might have been mixed hints because of the shop caves having, the community phrases. I'm starting to think this is all helpful hints. I haven't seen a community hint with the old men in these dungeons. I think this is helpful hints.
Yeah. Outside of what was in the shop messages, everything has been, the kind of thing you would see in a standard helpful randomizer seed.
Yeah. So. Yeah, we don't see that too often. At least I don't see it too often. But there you go. There's the bow right there. There's the Goma. Not even going to do anything with it. He doesn't have to.
And how much of a relief is it that you can kill the jails in one shot now with that magical sword?
Oh, it's got to be quite a relief. Same thing with the ropes that we saw earlier as well, that were super ropes.
Makes this feel like a real game again.
Yep, absolutely. So all he's got to do now is find the Triforce. If he finds the items, he's in good shape. He thought that was a staircase, but nope. That is an Aquamentus room. Try again. And there is the Goma that Dragondarch couldn't take care of. So
That's
maybe
one of the
behind.
Gomas.
Yep. Right. There's many Gomas in this level 8. That's definitely the
Yeah,
boss.
there was one that had, there's a staircase.
Let's see if he takes it. I mean, yep, he's going to go for it. What do we have here? It is the raft. The raft is in level 8.
And picking that up now, there was also a Goma in a double block room, which makes me wonder if that was the other item.
The wooden boomerang? Yes, and if that's the case, then yep, we're just down to 3 items in the red candle, the heart container, and the red ring. So yeah, it looks like everything is starting to come together in terms of the items now. We've got ourselves a Gleeok sighting, and that is not where an item is, because again, we really are strongly starting to believe that behind that Goma block staircase is going to be where Lord Banana is.
Yeah. This is a boss heavy level 8 for sure.
Yeah, we've seen a whole bunch of different types of bosses. We've seen a whole bunch of Gomas. We just saw a Manhandla. He just defeated a Gleeok as well. So I guess all we got to see now is a Digdogger and some Dodongos and an Aquamentus. And yeah, I wonder if that's even possible that a dungeon can have every single type of boss. I wonder if that's a thing or not.
Can we get Fred on the line real quick now?
Yeah, exactly. Fred will give us the answer for that.
And will that include Moldorms?
Moldorms and Patras, yeah.
Patras and
we're getting indication that it's not.
Alright.
It'd be nice though, but nope.
Next
I guess
time.
we're not that evil yet. Yeah, maybe next season, right? Okay, this is where we believe Lord Banana is, behind this double block staircase where he's going to take care of this blue Goma here right now. He's got to open the eyes. There's a good shot right there. No, that's not it.
So there's still the potential of the boomerang now not being the item in 8, unless we can find another situation where the arrow usage was required.
I seem to recall seeing another Goma behind what maybe it was a single block room. It was a different type of room other than a double block, but I guess we'll know in due time. Maybe.
I guess there's also the possibility that there was the only path to the room that the item was in
Maybe.
required you killing Goma somewhere along the way.
Now, he's not taking that staircase. He's looking for the Triforce. Right now, at this point, he's in Triforce and Go mode. I mean, if he finds the red ring, that's a bonus for him. I mean, he could probably use it. But at this point, I would say he's in Triforce and Go mode. Love to find a compass. He's able to bomb north right there, and he finds the Triforce. There we go.
There we go.
So he just has one more Triforce piece left to go. Again, that's back in northeastern Hyrule, near where the magic sword is, and near where vanilla level 5 is.
Yeah. That's especially we haven't seen where the whirlwinds yet, I don't believe. So here we go. It takes us to vanilla dungeon locations.
That's what it appears to be to me. And that's where he went.
Really not a bad spot to probably about as quick of access to where level 6 is as anything.
Yeah, I think the only one that would have been quicker might have been level... No, he wouldn't have been able to get there through level 5. That's right.
You have to go around.
Yep, that's correct. So, yep, he just has to get the Triforce out of level 6, and then he can make his play to level 9. In fact, there he is right now, level 6 time.
All right. Well, the curious cat in me, though, kind of wants to see him find the item.
Me too, because that and then our item list will be complete, because once we figure out what level 6 is, then we'll know where everything else will fall into place, and then we'll give our final recap of what the items are. But instead, that's where the Triforce is, so that's it.
How about that?
So the items, the 3 items that are left to go, are going to forever remain a mystery. Unless, of course, he finds both items in level 9. Then we'll still know what it is. Looks like our restreamer and tech person, JamEvil, is taking a crack at Red Candle being in level 6, and he's probably right. I don't know. Heart Container seems to be in level 9 a lot. And the Red Ring, too. So now he's just going to do this clip here through the bushes to get to level 9, and here we go. He's going to be happy to discover, if he makes the quick path, that Zelda is open door, Ganon not required.
Yeah, we never found Ganon. We never found either of the items in 9 with Dragon Dark. He did a decent amount of exploration, but like you said, that magical staircase straight to Zelda.
Yeah, and unless there's another path to get to that room, it could be a magical staircase situation, but we won't know until Zeb makes the trek. He's making the same path that Dragon Dark did, because he now knows where Ganon is, the general vicinity. Before we continue, CCX, I made a good point here that there are 3 boss sets. The first is the Aquamentus Digdogger Moldorm. Second is the Dodongo Manhandla Gliok Goma. And the third is the Patras and Landmolas. So those are what the 3 boss sets are. I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, that's news to me. I don't like how many times the word Patra comes up in that last set, but that's a personal issue for me. Now finding himself on the other side of the dungeon, I've got to imagine the first thing he was going to try was bomb down to see if he could get to Ganon, knowing that he's in the southwest portion of the dungeon.
Yeah, that's right. He's making the same beeline that Dragon Dark made in his level 9. So if he continues to take this path, he is made a diverge. He is bombed to the right.
Now, was the compass just lying on the ground, or did Dragon Dark have to clear the room?
It was just lying on the ground, because if you recall, Zoles, I believe, guarded the compass, and he took an unfortunate death there.
Oh, yes. That was in 9.
And here's a Patra sighting, so should make quick work out of it. Again, we're talking 1. Ooh, but you got to be careful, because he has no ring. A 2 HP lost if you get bopped.
Fortunately, being the 0 HP boss set.
That makes it pretty easy. Now he's got to be careful. No, he's getting out of there.
That's a room best left undone, if possible.
Well, he's going to bomb to the south. Yep, Zeb definitely making a different path than what Dragondark did. He just stayed down the western side of level 9, and he was able to find all the puzzle pieces he needed. And then a couple of staircases later, he found himself in Zelda's room, and that was how this level 9 played out for Dragondark. Different path, though, for Zeb here.
I can't remember exactly how many staircases.
Well, he has found
Ganon,
Ganon, and it's in Ganon's room, and now let's see if this is a 0 HP fight or not. If it's not, he likely needs 4 hits. There's 1, not 0 HP. He's got to be careful. A Hyrule Driver, which he just took right there, is going to cost him 4 hearts. There's 2, 3, 4. So it looks like the standard fight for ZebGedney. He'll pick up the Triforce of Power, so all he's got to do is has to find Zelda, and he will complete this seed. And it looks like that was the only way to get to Ganon's room.
And now, unfortunately, though, he now probably suspects that Zelda is in Zelda's room.
Which means there's only one way to get there. And yes, if I do recall that Zelda was in her own room when Dragondark finished.
Oh, he was. Oh, she was. Okay, I take that back.
Pretty sure she was.
All right.
Because remember, she went north. I am almost certain that Zelda was in her own room.
Okay.
Now the only question is the magical staircase the only way to get to her room? That is the 64,000 rupee question right here. Otherwise, he could bomb his way to the room next door. But if not, it's a magical staircase, and it could be frustrating. Now, again, as I recall as well, Zelda was in the dead center of the map pretty much.
Mm-hmm. Now, Zeb consulting his map, taking a look and see where he hasn't been, probably looking to conserve his bomb since he now only has 1 left.
Resource management.
Does not want to bomb into a room, into a direction where he's already been in the room.
Yeah, absolutely. Then you're just wasting a bomb there, and then that's that.
And now he finds himself with 3 walls.
And he just spent his last bomb, and it was a fruitless bomb.
Zeb slinks back in his chair after that one.
Yeah,
certainly
he
disappointed with the outcome.
Yeah, not happy about that. So unless he finds a workaround and gets to some orange wisdoms. Now, were the enemy drops shuffled? I couldn't tell.
I don't recall any differences or any anomalies. The only thing I'd specifically remember dropping bombs were red dark nuts.
Which is what normally drops bombs in the first place. So if that's the case, there's a decent chance that the enemy group's not shuffled. That is a new thing that is happening in the Zelda Randomizer tournament. Ooh, a FU beam to the face for Zeb coming out of that staircase. That is no fun.
He's kind of being forced to funnel his way into the same route he took earlier.
Yeah, because again, he has no bombs. And the orange wizards got him.
No, in chat, Dragondark saying he didn't think that the item drop groups were shuffled. Certainly, he was probably paying more attention to it than anyone else.
Oh, absolutely. It's one of the more difficult things to pay attention to, in my opinion, because the action's going by so fast.
Now we have an exit from level 9 on ZebGedney's part.
Yeah, I would imagine he's going to try and get some bombs here. So I think what he's trying to do at this point is warp himself to a place where he can get some quick bombs, and this might be one of those. No. Now, also keep in mind, he has 113 rupees. If he knows where a bomb upgrade is in one of those dungeons, he may go, and I think that's what he's doing. I think he is going to, if this was where
it's to the left. Yeah, it's 2 to the left. Yeah, it's on this bottom path here on the left.
And he's got enough money. He'll purchase the bomb upgrade. It's a smart move.
It's a very wise play. I did not think of that.
Yep. I was just about to get around to it, and there you go. So 100 rupees well spent. He now has 12 bombs max. And, yep, that's the right move. You're going to go ahead and continue, and I'm going to guess he's going to make the same warp. Well,
I thought he'd go up and get the ferry.
I thought he would have gotten the ferry too. Nope, he's going to go back to start. Interesting. Well, let's see. There is a ferry near. Yes, because it's where the normal take any roads is for vanilla. There's a ferry fountain above. In fact, he's heading there right now. Actually, never pushed that block.
One could be led to believe that those were the takeinies were under their normal spot.
Yeah, that's what we had speculated when we saw the one near the coast. Yes. Don't think we saw any others. I don't even know if we saw the one in northeastern High Road. There's a push block there. Not totally sure, but he is going to go ahead.
Or a different one.
Yep, I'm getting confirmation from our champion Dragon Dark. Normal spots this time. So now Zeb back into level 9 with full health and a full complement of 12 bombs and 8 keys to his credit.
And I think there's even a couple of keys he's left lying around in 9, so he has the potential to get more.
Yep. He's got to be careful. He's got 13 rupees, and wait a minute, he's already defeated the pig.
Yeah.
I'm not used to seeing many pigs lately because of the new rule that Ganon may not be required. But you normally need 1 rupee to fire the arrow, but he needs no rupees to fire the arrow. He's already fired the arrow.
Yeah. And when he was bombing the walls in that keys room, I feel like he bombed one of the ones he already tried and left one of the ones he hadn't tried.
Yep.
But I could be wrong.
He's going ahead and grabbing the keys now. He's up to 10 keys, so he's in a pretty good spot in terms of not being key blocked. He is able to bomb to the west, and there's yet another spiral staircase. Now, it looks like he's in the area where if the path leads correctly and there's no blocks, he may get to Zelda's room that way. We're about to find out. Well, maybe not with this room.
Yeah, we're going to go around that room.
Yep, looks like he's going to go around that room, and he's going to take care of these fires first and try and push that block. Or he's going to bomb to the north. Nope, can't do it. Bomb to the west, can't do it either. But he can push this block. He's not going to take it. Does find reverse C and a Patrick guarding it.
Oh, slides through.
Yep, nice slide right there.
I thought Patra Molina was going to apply the tag there.
Yep, but instead missed the tag completely, and the run scores. And got a hint that you already needed. Silvers are elsewhere. That's not a useful hint. He probably would have loved to have known the location of Zelda.
Yeah. Not in there.
No, sir. The jackpot room has nothing. That's what I like to call the triple bar room, because if you get 3 triple bars, you're going to probably stumble upon a whole fortune of money.
I will not comment on how much machines.
Yeah, I guess it depends which one you're playing, but we're moving on here. He's still back to where he was. He's back to where Dragon Dark was to discover the compass if he bombs to the north. He has not bombed to the north. He's going to do it, and he'll find that hole. And this is where the compass is, along with the staircases he needs to take to get to Zelda. However, he's going to take this staircase right now, and it may be, I don't remember if it's the right one or not, but this may be the one. Nope, that's not it.
I feel like it's the second one, yeah.
Yep, that is not it. And he knows it. Or does he? May be able to bomb. Nope. Well, to the west. Nope. And he's not even going to look at it. That was a dead-end troll staircase. He's out. That was the good old troll feeling lonely dead-end staircase.
It works out in his favor, though, at least.
Well, not when you go the other way. Unfortunately, that is the wrong way for ZebGedney to go to find that compass. He needed to bomb north of that room.
Now we find him retracing his steps. Not going to be successful.
No, because again, he's not able to bomb to where he needs to. Wait just a second. He never did try bombing north of that room in the central. Instead, he's going to go ahead and take care of this Patrick, but he's got to be careful. He's at 1.5 hearts. 1 bob, he's dead. Got to be careful here. Even with 0 HP, good fight right there, and he'll get a heart to boot. Is this pushable? Yes, it is. So we're gonna find out what's behind the reverse
I feel like this is an
staircase.
I feel like this has got to be an item.
Likes to hold items, but we'll see if this is an item or not. The clip's not working for him. He's gonna go around what's behind there. Nope.
No.
No item here.
Just felt like we had seen more than our fair share of staircases at this
And
point.
now he's in the far northeastern section of level 9. That's definitely not where he needs to be. Gets a lucky fairy, though, from those wires, so that's nice. Easy room full of these gels here. Successful block clip right there. Gonna head to the west. And what do we have here? Nope, no clues.
In a normal situation, he would be clearing that room immediately because he thought the compass might be in one of these dark black background rooms, but just a shuttered door.
Yep. Now he's getting close to where he needs to be, but again, he can only make it to Zelda's room from the south. Now, he's found a locked door. Now, has he been in this area before?
I would think not.
Well, if he's able to bomb to the west from here, this may take him to Zelda's room. But he's not bombing here, so we're not going to find out. Well, he's found a dead end, so maybe we will find out. Or he's going to take this staircase, and what do we have here? It's an item. Red ring! That'll help.
All right. Really best case find right there for ZebGedney in this situation.
Absolutely, because again, the other items that were still in play are the red candle and the heart container. Yeah, red ring, definitely the most useful of the 3 left.
Ooh, nice bomb pickup off the whiz robes.
Excellent bomb pickup. Not able to bomb to the west, though, because I believe that's where Zelda's room is. Again, only one way to get to Zelda's room. But again, we don't know if it's magical staircase or if there are other ways to get there. He does find another reverse C, and I believe he's now directly above Zelda's room.
I think you're correct.
He doesn't know that, of course, because again, he does not have the compass. Again, the compass, for those of you who may have just joined us for this race, it's in the far northwestern section of level 9.
Guarded by some gels. And was there a staircase in the room, or was it just next to a staircase? I think maybe it's...
There was a staircase there, I believe, because wasn't it a diamond staircase?
May have been, yes.
All right, so now, well, there's our first land mole, is these fast blue ones. Now, no matter what land mole it is, you're going to lose 2 hearts if you get hit. But because he has the red ring, which quadruples his defense, you only lose half a heart per bob.
All right, he could be getting close to a find, although he's maybe blocked off again by a bomb wall.
Well, he's not even going to try.
Hey, the
Instead,
Triforce.
he's going to go into Triforce room. No Triforce, of course. It's level 9. There's a blue ruby. I guess that pancake has a fondness for money. That little miser, I tell ya.
Oh, these rooms with the blue land molas are going up and around all these blocks can really eat your health away quick.
Yep. And he's just going to nope out of there and go back. Now he's got to wonder. He's got to realize by now what parts of this map he has not uncovered yet. Again, it would really help if he goes to the far western section, but he's going back the way he came. It looks like.
Try bombing against the other wall, not finding anything there.
No, that won't do it. So it looks like he's going to go back here. And again, he's now above Zelda's room. There is a reverse C here, so it's potential. He's able to bomb to the north, but again, we know that's not the direction Zeb needs to go to complete the seed. He does find 10 rupees, which could help him if he wants to use some silver arrows. He does find a 5 rupee that's being guarded by a Patra here. Well, I tell you, these bosses here, these enemies, sure have a fondness for money. That's for sure. We saw the likes have a blue rupee in their stomach, and now a 5 rupee being guarded by Patra there, and just up the nail there, he's going to try another path, it looks like.
Yeah, striking out pretty much in every direction, except for he did find Ganon, unfortunately not knowing that is not required.
Right.
And did find the red ring, but the one thing he did not find, the one thing he needs to find, being the staircase to Zelda, or even the compass.
Right. See, this is where the Great Equalizer could have come into play, Liquid. If Dragondark would have been behind ZebGedney, let's say by 10 minutes, this is where Dragondark could have made his comeback right here.
Oh, absolutely. The roles be reversed one way or the other. I mean,
correct.
I don't know that. I don't know that Zeb would have had time. He might have been able to make it to 9 in time to be in there at the same time as Dragondark if Dragondark had this poor of a time in level 9.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because he's approaching the 20-minute mark on level 9, and Dragondark didn't spend nearly that much time on level 9. His was pretty quick.
Yeah.
And he's going to give this room a go here, try and clear these Wizrobes. But the thing that makes this room a nightmare are not the Wizrobes, it's the bubbles.
Oh yeah. Because, in any other situation, you think, okay, well, at least I can use my arrows. Can't use the arrows here. And with that drop of a key, we learn this is not a staircase room.
That is correct. If there is a drop in a reverse C room, yep, and it's the same thing with a single block room, a double block room. If those have a drop, that is definitely not pushable. There's no staircase there. He's not able to bomb to the west. I think he already tried that. He hasn't tried bombing to the west here, though, but he's still not going to try it. Or did he try it? I didn't think he did, but yeah, he didn't. He's looking at his map right now. He knows he can go there. He's going to try and bomb the west. If he's able to bomb to the west, he can't. It's looking like a magic staircase to me.
Yeah, the number of options for ways to get into that room seem to be diminishing pretty quickly.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Because, again, we've been in this room before, this spiral staircase, and he didn't try bombing up to the north, but he is in the general vicinity of where Zelda is. But instead, he's going to try and take this staircase, which he does, and that is not the staircase he's going to be looking for.
Yeah.
It's actually a troll staircase. It looks like that's a dead end. That's a dead end. Another feeling lonely staircase. That's the second one of level 9. This is nuts. This is absolutely nuts, this level 9 here. I mean, Dragondark was done in maybe, I don't know, between 5 and 10 minutes. It was short.
Yeah.
But it just goes to show, if you take the wrong paths, you can turn a 5-minute level 9 into a 35-minute level 9. And he's in a bad spot. And an FU beam to the face will end it right there for Zeb. Ouch.
Mercy kill, because there was no way he was getting out of there with just half a heart. So the sooner it happens, the sooner he can get on and try something else.
Yep, that's right. And he's getting close to full clearing this level 9 right here.
With a few key exceptions.
Yep, again, no compass. He has not found the compass, and obviously no Zelda either. And again, it's starting to look like Magic Staircase is the answer to get to Zelda's room, but we don't know that fully for sure, but it's looking pretty likely.
True, there's those,
he's studying this map.
Yeah. Yeah, those 3 spaces. Yeah.
Well, again, we don't know. We've not seen the map, and again, this is shaped, so it's not your standard level 9 look.
Managing to escape with his life from that blue Rizrope spiral staircase room. He's needing health fairies and eating them fast.
Yep. Now he's found this staircase, and that's the other item, the red candle. So he's not going to pick that up. Obviously, it's way past expired. But now, based off the hints, and I'm going to make this unofficial, but I'm going to lock it in anyways. Based off of that, we can now confirm the heart container is the item in level 6. So we're almost 2 hours into the seed, and for those of you who may have joined us late, I'm now going to give you a full rundown of all the items that we have discovered in this seed. Level 1 had the bow and the magical key. Level 2, the silver arrows. Level 3, the recorder. Level 4, the magic wand. Level 5, the ladder. We are pretty sure that the item in level 6 is the heart container. Level 7 has the magic shield. Based off of a hint, we're pretty sure that one of the items in level 8 is the wood boomerang, along with the raft that we did see ZebGedney pick up. Level 9's items were the red ring and the red candle. Armo statue item unchanged. White sword item unchanged. The ladder item on the coast, inferior model.
Oh, and we got Zeb having exited level 9. He picks up a fairy out there. Obviously, he would have much appreciated to find that inside level 9 instead of having to exit the dungeon.
Yeah, he wants to get some bombs. He was down to 1 bomb, so I'm guessing at this point he's looking to get more bombs. Unfortunately, he won't be able to get the other bomb upgrade. He still would need another 55 rupees. The only way, in my opinion, he'd be able to make that kind of money is to play the money-making game. And we have seen it happen in a couple of situations where if money-making game is close to start, or actually at start, they're going to try and get the money that way. But that is not a feasible option, it doesn't look like, for Zeb.
Yeah.
Magic Q is at level 1.
He is picking up a good bit of money, maybe just trying to get enough to purchase bombs 3 times.
That could be. And well, he got a lucky bomb drop out of those red levers.
And he takes an intentional hit, it looks like, to those blue Octoroks to try to increase his chances on the random drop table.
Oh, yes. We don't see this come into play unless you're one of the vanilla Zelda 1 runners, but what Liquid meant by that is you can get a forced bomb drop if you can get 10 enemies hit if you can destroy 10 enemies without getting hit. On the 10th enemy, if you bomb the 10th enemy, you'll get a guaranteed set of bombs if it's from a drop group. And I do believe that with 16 hits in a row, you'll get a fairy.
Yes.
And that's what, and for those of you who may have played the vanilla version of Legend of Zelda 1, when you see the phrase "10th enemy has the bomb," that's what the old man means. It's tough to figure out unless you're an expert at this game. But that's what that clue refers to, is the trick to getting bombs.
Yeah. I was at least 29 years old when I learned the actual meaning of that phrase.
It's about how old I was myself, because that's when I got into watching Zelda 1 speedruns at about that age. So yeah, I think we're in the same boat.
We're back in 9 with 8 bombs, full health. Let's see where Zeb can take us.
All right, again, he would like to find Zelda's room. Now he's back to that northwestern section of level 9. And if he bombs to the north of this room right here, which he has not done yet, he's done it. He's going to find the path to the compass, and he's going to find several staircases to go with it. He's going to continue to go north, and there's that diamond staircase. And there's the compass. He's finally going to know where Zelda is. And again, as we had mentioned earlier, dead center.
Now, was it this staircase or the other one that...
No, I believe this led to a dead end, if I remember correctly.
Okay.
And, yeah, well, it wasn't the right staircase, I know that. That much I know, because the staircase I believe Dragondarch took was the one directly due south of that compass room.
It looks like he's going to go back and maybe give that a shot.
And if he does, he'll be heading towards the right path.
Yeah, because it looks like he knows at this point that it's going to take a magic staircase to get to Zelda. So when he saw that one did not take him, it's time to try another one.
So he's taking that staircase right now. And there you go, ZebGedney. He has found the magic staircase, and that will do it for him. ZebGedney will complete this seed in about 2 hours and 3 minutes. It was a tough one for him, but he persevered, and he has finished this seed. We have an SRL time of 2 hours, 3 minutes, and 26 seconds for Zeb.
Hopefully we'll be able to get Zeb in the commentary booth shortly.
Yep, so I think one of the factors, and Dragondarch might have won this race anyways, but the fact that he noped out of dungeons too many times, I think proved to be his undoing.
Yeah, early on, it's a great strategy sometimes early on if you don't have what you need to complete a dungeon to say live to fight another day, but as the seed wore on, more and more dungeons, skipping out on to the point where he was getting 30-something minutes getting his first Triforce, and then another 20 minutes before he got his next one thereabouts. I mean, an hour in, two Triforces, difficult to come back from that against anybody.
Oh, absolutely. Now, I do want to mention, before we have the interview, if we do have an interview with Zeb, there is another Zelda Randomizer race in progress right now.
It's over on the Speed Gaming channel, please.
That's correct. That race that's going on is Zaire versus Bent Glass Tube. Adirondack Rick and Z-Man are on the call for that one. And we have another race that's scheduled a couple hours from now. That's going to be on the Dave's channel. Seawolf and Putz 12, midnight Eastern, 11 p.m. Central.
Technically a first-round race, even though Seawolf has already played his second-round race.
Correct, because Putz had not been able to get a scheduled time for one of his races, but they were able to do so. And Seawolf right now is 1-0. So if Seawolf wins this race, he'll join Dragondark in the 2-0 side of the bracket.
Yeah, absolutely, big opportunity for Seawolf to jump from 1-0 to 2-0. He's kind of felt like he was in limbo a little bit, having not gotten to play that first-round matchup, and we certainly extend all our best wishes to Putz. I know he was not feeling his best in the past couple of weeks. Certainly hope he's feeling better and getting to compete in these tournaments. Always a pleasure.
Putz is a very tough customer as well, so Seawolf is definitely going to have his hands full. But if he plays like he did the other night, he has a good chance of being in the 2-0 portion of the bracket. So we'll see how that race goes. That should be a very, very exciting one as well.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to that one. Always enjoy listening to both Z-Man and Adirondack Rick on commentary. Very knowledgeable, very helpful to the viewers. I'd say second only to someone like you, Laz.
I appreciate that. I've worked with Adirondack Rick many times, and yes, indeed, he is an excellent commentator partner. I've not worked with Z-Man yet, but he's also an excellent commentator as well. Both, again, as you said, very knowledgeable about the randomizer. Both of them are also randomizer runners themselves.
Yes.
Adirondack Rick, of course, being in the tournament. Z-Man in this tournament?
I do not believe that Z-Man is in this tournament. I think he decided against this one. I know he plays the nightly races on occasion and things like that.
Yeah, he's in that very frequently, the nightly Zelda Randomizer races. That's correct.
But yeah, those two guys actually are who got me started into doing the commentary. Z-Man helped me with picking out a microphone, and Rick was the one who pushed me to sign up and try out for all this kind of stuff. Much appreciated to them. Still looking to see if we looks like Zeb cut stream, so I'm not expecting that we were going to be getting to speak with him.
Yeah, it looks like you might be right about that. So I think at this point we're going to go ahead and call it a race right here. So any final thoughts before we close it out?
This race right here just shows you what can happen. Anything can happen in these seeds. You get guys who can finish this game in 30, 40 minutes, and you see them taking them 2 hours. Just the true beauty and horror of the Zelda Randomizer. We saw just about all of it in this race today.
Indeed, Liquid Husband. It was a very exciting race, a very full of pitfalls. But yep, in the end, Dragondark was the one who emerged victorious. He's now 2-0. And yes, we do have an interview. It looks like ZebGedney has popped in the commentator's booth. ZebGedney, you ended this race really strong. What about that level 9?
Yeah, that was difficult. That was not a forced Ganon, correct?
Yes, Ganon not required. In fact, I do want to tell you, Dragondark had a very quick level 9 because he took the path. He took the correct path because the northwestern section, the part that you wouldn't bomb until a little bit later on, he kept bombing north. He stumbled his way to the compass, and then he found the staircase, which was what you found, the one right next door to the compass. That was the one that took him to Zelda. That's how he completed level 9 quick.
Okay, that makes sense. I mean, not like it would have mattered. I have like 2 Triforces when he finished. That was, I really don't know what I was doing. I just was just.
It was just one of those nights, ZebGedney, where the few things were just off, and it was a tough seed. I mean, both of you. It took a long time for both of you to get going, but once Dragondark got going with his, then he started to take off, and then again with the level 9, it was a very quick level 9 for him. So.
That
Tough-
makes sense. I mean, yeah.
Tough
He
seed, but
plays good.
yep, he did play a good job,
Yeah.
but you're definitely not out of it, ZebGedney. So you're going to be in the 1-1 portion of the bracket. So
Okay.
give us your thoughts about what you might expect in your next race.
I don't know. I imagine that I'll be playing some pretty good competition no matter who I get paired up with. I need to I don't know what I was doing tonight.
We may see the rematch of what we saw last. I actually didn't mention this before the race. Yunus is also in that 1-1, so we may get to see that rematch from the last tournament.
Oh my god. Yeah, that'll be fun. Yeah, I'd be okay with that. I'd be okay with really. I mean, it doesn't matter who I play against. It'll. I'm looking forward to it. I just can't do what I did tonight again. And I just between bad note taking, I was not in this, and it was very frustrating. I need to play better than that. That was not good.
Yeah, I think the downfall, Laz and I discussed this quite a bit during the race. The downfall for you in this seed was entering and exiting dungeons without and coming up empty-handed way too often early in the seed.
Yeah, I mean, I can't believe that Guerrilla dungeons were something that just held me back. That shouldn't happen. Just super gels and Guerrillas, and my combat was not good tonight. It's unfortunate. It really is. I would have liked it to have been a little closer. I know Dragondarch's a great player, so I'm not upset that I lost the match. I wish I put up a better time. I wanted to be a little closer than almost an hour. So, what are you gonna do? There's always next week, right?
There is always next week, yes.
Absolutely. And of course, you're definitely not out of it. You're still one victory away from at least guaranteeing your shot in the race off, where you can still make it into the knockout round. And you can still make it there automatically if you win the next two. So definitely not out of it. It's just one of those off nights. I'm sure you will do better the next race.
I sure hope so. Yeah, thanks for doing this, and thanks for the restream, Jam. And I'll see you guys next week.
Sounds good.
Best of luck.
Best of luck to you at that point, indeed. All right, so that is going to do it for us tonight. So on behalf of our two racers, ZebGedney and DragonDarch, on behalf of our restreamer and tech guy, JamEvil, and on behalf of my broadcasting partner, Liquid Husband, this is LOZ Cards Fan 23 signing off. Again, right now in progress, we have a race at Speed Gaming, so definitely want to hop over there and check that out. So until then, LOZ Cards Fan signing off. So long, everybody.
Thanks a lot, guys. See you later.